So seemingly out of nowhere yesterday, we got a trailer for something called LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. Or as I like to call it, LEGO Star Wars What If. Because that's essentially what this is. People have been clamoring for a What If Star Wars for quite some time now, especially after Marvel's came out and was pretty successful. Because there are a lot of avenues you can take with that. There are a lot of alternate stories you can tell with just making one simple change to the story. What if Anakin won on Mustafar? What if Qui-Gon didn't die on Naboo? What if Luke killed Vader during the Death Star battle? What if Darth Vader killed Luke on the Death Star battle? There's so many different alternate routes you could take with this story that you could make 10 seasons no problem. And instead we're getting a LEGO version, which is weird, but okay. And this does actually have, and it's not just a what if, though, where it's not just a story or an episode is going to take a certain aspect of the story and then change something, like I was saying. It's a bit different. There's an actual story where some kid unearths a Jedi artifact, and that causes reality to start fucking up. I guess that's the only description I've seen anywhere, and that's all that the trailer really showed, and then it started showing stuff changing. And, honestly, I can't say I'm excited for anything that comes out of Star Wars now. I really can't. Even if something looks harmless or passable, I refuse to give Star Wars the benefit of the doubt anymore, because they just haven't made anything good in years, so why should I give them the benefit of the doubt? Same thing with the rest of Disney. I don't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. So, but what are some of the alternate realities we could be looking at? Because you could have a lot of fun with this. And we're not shown a ton, but we are shown enough. There are some things that are fine, like instead of the Imperial Walkers marching on Hoth, it's a bunch of rebel AT-ATs marching on Mustafar, and that's okay. It's basically just the complete inverse, but it's alright. You had Ewok bounty hunters, which I'll admit was kind of funny, and then you had the Geonosian arena, where the Jedi are obviously fighting the droids and Geonosians, and then it flips to Geonosian Jedi. I don't really understand why they went with that, but okay. And there are some other things, like there was a lot of the thumbnails for the videos had just some guy with a green lightsaber. At first I thought it was Qui-Gon, and then maybe I thought it was older Luke Skywalker, like maybe we get to see some alternate version where he doesn't fuck up making his Jedi Order, you know, like the expanded universe, you know, the good expanded universe, but it's Jedi Bob. I wish I was making that up. This is a reference to something I'm not familiar with, and you know why? Because I don't post shitty memes on... my life does not revolve around posting stupid Star Wars memes on Instagram, and speaking of that, the thing that really killed this trailer for me was the thing I knew about before I saw the trailer, and it's Darth Jar Jar. If you haven't seen the trailer, again, I'm not kidding. Now, this is a callback to a fan theory that's been going around for far too long, that it's a theory that Jar Jar is a Sith Lord that was working for Palpatine the whole time. And there are so many reasons why this stupid fucking theory doesn't work, but I'm not going to get into it here. What I'm going to talk about here is... this is what killed the trailer for me, because that showed me what this show really was. This isn't an excuse to explore new avenues with the story, like Marvel's What If was, even if that What If got started off on shaky ground, but eventually got better. This is a show made for the meme community. This show is an excuse to get people to post memes on the internet about the show, just to spread buzz. That's what this show was clearly made for. And as soon as I figured that out, any interest I had in this was washed away. We've been getting LEGO Star Wars content for a long time. Ever since 2005, the video game, we've been getting a bunch of different multimedia projects that revolve around LEGO Star Wars, whether it's movies, TV shows, TV specials, and video games. We've been getting a ton of video games. And usually those are passable, if not really good. Again, most of the LEGO video games are pretty good, and most of the TV specials are fine for kids. Like, the Yoda Chronicle stuff was decent, the Padawan Menace, the Empire Strikes Out. I liked all that stuff as a kid. If I watched it now, I'd probably hate it. But they're fine enough for kid stuff. And then recently we had the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special, which I didn't like. We had, mostly because it evolved around Rey. And then there was Terrifying Tales, which was just boring. And then there was the Summer Vacation one that I've seen very little of. I've seen a couple minutes of it, but I didn't actively watch that one. And this one, again, it was fine until I realized this is just made for memes. I can't believe we're at a point where Star Wars is making stuff just for memes. I fucking hate this, and I don't even know if I'm actually going to watch this. It comes out in September, so I have 4 months to figure out whether or not I'm going to watch it. I mean, it's probably going to be harmless. I know there's going to be a ton of people bitching in the comments saying it's made for kids. Again, that's not an excuse for quality, but I guess we'll see in 4 months. So that's all I got, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.